Hello, my friends. Welcome to my Debbie Reed at Cards03 YouTube channel. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Kingston, Idaho, and today I'm going to show you how to make this card, and the star of the show is this wonderful embossing folder. The embossing folder, I've already marked where I'm putting my pieces, but this is the embossing folder, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So, going to show you all the pieces you need to make this card. You're going to need a very vanilla card base, 2 pieces of mossy meadow, another little piece of very vanilla, a Timid Tiger, and a lemon lolly. All the sizes will be in the link below. And you're going to take, the first thing you're going to do, and I'm going to show you everything that I'm using as we go along instead of show everything now and cause confusion. So you would take your paper and decide where you would like to place this in your embossing folder. And I did have a specific spot that I liked, so I took some tear and tape and just sort of marked where approximately I would like to emboss this, and this is the image. So when you emboss this, you're going to end up with this beautiful piece. So you have the raised side, and then you have the debossed side. The debossed side is the side we're going to be using. So basically you're getting the reversed mirror image of the card, okay? So we are going to now take ink, and we're going to drag some ink to get background color. So Stampin' Up! Sells Memento black ink, which we will also be using for our sentiment. But you can also buy an array of Memento inks as well. And the reason this project is really great for Memento ink is because I'm using alcohol markers with the inks, and these all have a linen background. And the color that I'm using today, these are colors that I bought way before I became a demonstrator, but I am going to use what I have, and the rich cocoa just worked super great with this card. So you're going to take a scrap paper, and you're going to take your ink, and like I said, it's got the linen background, and you're going to just drag this across your card. And what that's doing is it's filling in the raised images and giving just a slight color to your debossed. So there we go. Simple, simple, simple. If you do this with our foam ink pads, you get more streaking. That's just how it is. Anyway, if you don't want to do this where you're coloring the background, you could just color in those lower images on the front side and color as well. It's up to you, but I'm doing it this way just because this is how it worked well for me. So this is how this looks then when it's colored. So you have your brown, and this one I was just kind of messing around, and even though it streaks, you can color these and they end up looking just beautiful. So this is the colored version. I'm going to show you how you do this. So you're going to just find, what section you want to start first. And I usually like to start with the leaves. I'm not going to color this whole thing, but I'm going to just show you how I do this myself. So I start with my darker color. And yes, there's brown, but some of these darker colors will color over those smeared brown, and you don't have to worry. And so I'm just coming in and giving some color, then I come in and I give more color, and just keep graduating the color as you work along. I like to end with my lighter colors on the top. Boy, this one's been very badly used. The end is already a mess. So anyway, we're going to just, for quickness, I'm going to color this all in this light yellow and maybe add some depth color on the bottom and on the veins of the leaf. And when that dries, you get this look, okay? So basically, you're gonna do the whole thing all along. I used several colors. So I used these. I used Mango Melody for the centers. I used Dark and Light Cajun Craze, and I used SU 200 for the brown. And that's how I got the centers. And this is so fun. I mean, easy to color. Just take your time with it. And then to do the leaves, I just grabbed a variety of yellows and just, like I did with the leaves, start from the base and work out, and you end up with that. And there's no rushing with it, and they are easy to color. So there we go. Okay, now to put the card together, this is so fun. And what did I do with all my papers? There they are. So we're going to take now our colored image, and we're going to add ribbon. So on the card that I showed you, back to the card, I ended up using, what is this called again? Wild Wheat. This time I'm going to use gold. It's called gold or gold, but gold is gold. So we're going to put a piece of this ribbon this time just to change it up and see how this looks. So I'm going to take my ribbon and kind of place it somewhat, you know, a little bit on the bottom. I still want to see the beautiful sunflowers, so maybe about right there. So you can take a glue dot, or you can take tape, or however you want to place this down is up to you. I'm going to just place my little glue dots right there and cross that over, lift it up, make sure it's straight, and come across to that other glue dot. You don't want it so tight that it puckers, but you want it tight enough that it looks decent. Get rid of your little excess. And then we're going to glue this to our Timid Tiger. And like I said, the sizes are in the link below. So I ended up getting this new Misty glue trigger gun. My hands are not doing very well with squeezing the bottles anymore. So this is a must-have for those of you that are getting arthritic problems in your hands. Okay, so that's, whoops, slip and slide. The nice thing about our glue is it does give you moving room. Okay, right there's good. Okay, then we're going to take this piece and we're going to glue it to our mossy meadow. I think that looks so pretty together. Okay, and line that up so I get it on straight. And that looks pretty good. So glue that down. And then this is going to get glued to our Very Vanilla card base. The Very Vanilla on its own is kind of flimsy, but boy, have I built this to have some holding power now. So I'm going to glue this down. These added layers make the card front feel substantial. So to the Very Vanilla, and there's that. Okay, simple, simple, simple. So far, the only real thing we did is emboss and color. So super, super easy. Add the ribbon. Okay, then what I did is I grabbed 2 dies because I wanted my sentiments to have a die. So I die cut. Where's my other little guy? When I find it. Oh, here we are. Did I show you all the different yellows? So you can use whatever you want to color your little embossed image. Okay, so I took these 2 dies, and there we have one in the Very Vanilla, one in Lemon Lolly. Since the card base is in Lemon Lolly. I thought the sentiment could be as well. The stamp sets I'm using for my sentiment are oldie. The Calming Camellia is You're in My Thoughts Today. The front of the card is going to say just because. So just because you're in my thoughts today. I'm going to stamp the just because in Memento Black. And we're going to take this right there. Just because. And then we're going to take You're in My Thoughts Today and put it on this one in Very Vanilla. Right, I hope my head's not getting in the way, but if it is, sorry. Okay, and there we go. Then I decided, instead of having this on here just plain like that, I just wanted to just sponge the edges with Darling Duckling. And so just to give it a little, you know, extra color. You could leave it or sponge it, it's up to you, but I just wanted to play. And in playing, this is what I did. It sort of enhances the edge of this little die. And like I said, it's not mandatory. You can do whatever you like. So use whatever shape dies you have on hand. So now we're going to take this, let that ink dry. We're going to put this on our inside piece. So I'm going to come down a little, like right there. I'm going to glue this down. This was not intended to have a die on the inside of my card. Let me show you that I did end up doing this and why. But then after I did it, I liked it. So I took, was it this one? Yes. Because we're doing this one. Okay, I ended up stamping and I stamped crooked. And then I was like, well, I have to fix this. So then I stamped on a die and then I decided I liked it. So it's no longer an accident. It's now done on purpose. I'm sure that's happened to you before. So now we're going to just glue this onto our mossy meadow. Just glue your edges so you can write on the inside piece. And glue that down. And then this is going to go on the inside of the card. So we're going to put that in place. And the inside's done. So there's that. Then we're going to go back to the front. We're going to take our little label. And I am going to, let me see, do I want to pop this up this time? I think I am. I'm going to put some dimensionals, some little minis. Let's see how this looks. So we'll put a mini there. So I'm putting them on the top because the ribbon is going to go through the middle and it's like that other layer anyway. So this is going on the back side of the ribbon. We'll see if what I'm saying is true or not. And one more little dimensional, and then we'll compare and see what we like best. So this is now going to go on here, right there. And then I'm going to take another piece of the ribbon and I'm going to slide it through, and I'm going to just tie this in a knot. I'm going to go the other way. Let me see. Let me pull this way. I want that to have that prettier edge. Okay, and then I should have, hold on. I should have gone the other way. There's a way you can tie this where it really looks pretty. So let me do this again. So you would go this, you would go over and under this way. There we go. That made it a little bit better, I think. Okay, and then we're going to trim this with your ribbon scissors. Go there, and I'm going to turn this around and go there. I don't know why I turned it around, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's trim this a tiny bit more. There we go. And then I'm going to use my little tiny bee trinkets, and I'm going to put one in the center here, and I'm going to put one here. These are so cute. And I'm going to put one down here. So you would either use a glue dot, or you would use your glue gun, or you would use, meaning this, your glue bottle, however you put that on. But so now to compare, and I'm not gluing them right now because I might change this, I'm not sure yet. So these are the two cards, one with the gold ribbon, one with the wild wheat. Let me know which one you think looks best, or if you know of something that would be better than what I have. But anyway, I love the look of the card. Hope you like it. Hope you will give this little technique a try. And until next time, go make something uniquely yours. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.